I'm in Oneills hoping to see the Ashes, but unfortunately it's a bit more compact than the other one. But looks like we've got technical difficulties. This guy's been working on the TV. Presumably there's a technical issue. It's a nice looking bar, but okay, we've got the cricket on now. I got the technical difficulty worked out. You should see all the stations I had to go through before I found it. I got myself a pint of this beer. It's not a bad beer actually. It's better than the standard one. $4.80. It's $2.80 for a half pint, $4.80 for a pint. So a much better deal. That's good. Good way to go. Oh, that was a total dud session of cricket. Actually, it feels like Cairns. There's a big breeze. It's been a pleasure doing the walk and talks here until now. But yeah, I've got to say, Oneills is a very well run pub, apart from the fact there was a technical glitch with the TV initially. They got it fixed. But the staff there are very good. The girls are fantastic. They're just very good people. Working with people, they're just very, very friendly and accommodating. It's a good place. And I got myself a pint of that beer, and it's actually quite a nice drop. It's better than the standard crap you get here, so it's definitely worth having a drop of it. That wasn't bad. And I noticed another thing about the place is a lot of people kept coming in and out very frequently. Like they dropped in for only a very short period of time, and I was wondering whether that's a cultural thing with the Spanish. They just come in, they have their one drink and then they'll leave. But I also noticed it's very cold in there, and I'm wondering if that's putting them off too, because I felt very uncomfortable. The aircon was way too high. I've encountered that at an English pub, the old Vinyl Bar in Saigon, but most of the bars there have got reasonable aircon, and I think it's a turn off for people because it's quite nice outside. You don't need to be any cooler than here. This is perfect weather, so why make it an ice box? It's crazy. But apart from that, I think it's a really well run pub. So I'll be back there again tomorrow anyway, because the AFL finals will be starting. I don't think there's, well, who knows with the cricket. I missed out. Didn't get one wicket because it actually fell in the half hour before the broadcast was on, so that I could see in any case. So I didn't even see the one wicket that did fall. So it was a real damp squib. But I'm going to go and check out the other tapas place after I do a pit stop back at my apartment. Just got dudded by a dead-end street here. This is actually taking much longer than I thought it would. I thought this bar was much closer, but it'll be closer than the one yesterday. But everything around here is not that easy to navigate around, because you've got streets going off at all angles. I know the general direction I've got ahead. I was going down the main strip following where the tram line was going, but that actually veered off to too far south. I needed to move north, which is what I'm doing now. But it's not as easy as it seems, because there are dead ends, and it's not always obvious which is the best way to go. And of course, don't expect any signage to tell you it's a dead end. It's just not going to happen. Still, I'll go up here now and see how we go. Well, all these people seem to be lined up for whatever's inside this castle. It's pretty damn popular. Doesn't mean it's good, just means it's popular. So, there's a lot of people out and about today. Not big on crowds, so it's not my favourite. Actually, it was better yesterday because I was going through the normal part of town. This is very tourist central. See, geez, that's going around the corner, that line. Wow, people are waiting a long time to get in there. Well, they've got a joust on or something. I don't know what the attraction is. Yeah, I think I've got to go to the left here, I think. So I'll just tell you a guess. Yeah, I don't know, left or straight ahead. I better get another bearing. Well, I just walked straight past this place, and hard for me to see the street signs, but I get, yeah, I mean, they're big enough. I just still got to look up. But yeah, I went to a shop just down there, a little souvenir shop, and very, very helpful. The woman actually got out, walked down the street a little bit, and just pointed it out to me. So I found it. This is supposed to be very good, this place. But there's so many tapas bars in this area. Probably because it's a tourist hub. You got the castle just down the road. So we'll give it a go. I found it. So a little easier than yesterday. Still a challenge, but let's go for it. This could be a bit of a nightmare. I can't see a menu anywhere just on the boards there, and I can't read the damn thing because I'm myope. So that's not good. Well, hopefully it's pretty busy. Still a good trade. Oh, we'll give it a go. I'll just ask for a recommendation. Looks like I got a rice meal. That's interesting. I was wondering what he's going to get me, but oh, at least I got something to eat, so that's good. I'll see what it's like. But no idea. It's a pretty busy bar. Yeah, the rice he got me had ham in it, and it was delicious. And the whole meal with a vino tinto. I mean, this is the cheapest meal. Oh, well, I'd say yesterday was too, but today $4.20 all up. Wow. Definitely worth seeing again. Yeah, pretty good. The only downside is they don't have a printed menu, so for me, with short-sightedness, it's a real downer. So that's the only hassle. It's piss easy to find, because all I've got to look for is that tower. It's being renovated. So very easy to find once you know where it is. Actually, look, I've got to say, the Google's Maps did a pretty good job, really. Because this time I expanded the map in the local area. I didn't do it yesterday because I wasn't sure how to get back, and it wasn't that difficult as it turned out. But because I know I'm very close to where I'm staying, it didn't worry me today. So I decided to throw caution to the wind and expand the map on off chance that the whole thing might fall over, so I'd have absolutely no indication where it is. But it works really well with GPS. It's been a real godsend for me. I'm very happy. So this is actually not a hard place to find. Once you've got major waypoints to work on like this, it's not an issue. And even a blind man can see this thing from quite a way off. Actually, the wind's died down a bit too. But yeah, they do ham well over here. I've got to say, that's very spicy. Had a lot of kick to it. I've actually got the hot sausage that I might put into my salad when I get back. So one thing I'd like to do is have some stout, but I'm not going to. It's just too far away. The Carafa Express doesn't hold that. Doesn't have that variety of cerveza. They don't have cerveza negro. So I'll just have to make do with. Well, I've probably done my bit with wine, so I might. So I can't. That's the other thing too. I can't get the Hogarden there either. Those are the two that brews I really like. So unfortunately, I better stock up on them. So when I come back from the tapas, I can indulge myself. Don't drink so much at the tapas place. Just enough with the food. It's just to wet the whistle while I'm eating. That's all I really need. So yeah, it's pretty crowded around here. No, not as bad where I am, but that is a very good tapas joint, so that was definitely worth checking out. So I would say that apart from the fact that I've got the the menu problem. If I go there prepared and have a few names written down of the foodstuffs I want to try, with some seafood, and just see whether they can do that. That might be the best way to approach that place. So I'll put in my wish menu, and hopefully they can fulfil some of those wishes. But very impressed with the food, and the price is absolutely brilliant. People blocking me all the time, drives me nuts. There's places like every little laneway, there's more places. The competition is absolutely ferocious. So for these people to actually corner the market like that, I guess such a good name. It's really good going when you think about it. So I've had myself a pint of beer, a vino tinto, and what we're going to do is have my salad, and I'll be pretty set with food until tonight, and I might have another tapas. I might check it out up here, but I might also, well, I don't know, we'll see. But the list has been very accurate. I've got to say that's very good value. Because that's about $7 for a drink and an appetizer. I think that's pretty good value. They're still waiting there to get into that church. Well, sorry, not castle, not church. I see there's the tram line there, so I'm very close. I walked all the way down there by mistake. Now I know where to go. So just got to get up to where that church is. That's where I make the turn, and getting there is pretty simple from there. It's a pity they don't make it look quite as easy online. But anyway, very crowded up that bit. It's a real tourist central. Check this out. I bought this from Carrefour Express. It's a litre bottle. It's a screw top of beer of the local brand, and that's what it looks like in the glass. Looks pretty good. I just had a taste of it. It's an okay beer. It's not as good as Hoegaarden or Superbock, which is a stout, but it's quite an acceptable beer. And 1 litre for €1, that's what the equivalent of maybe $1.80, maybe slightly less. That's pretty damn cheap. So I'm going to go through that and maybe not go out tonight to tapas. I had a good tapas this afternoon. I might stay indoor tonight, maybe go out tomorrow night. We'll see how I feel. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.